Alright, so for these problems we're to find a missing side. Let's start with number 4 and let's look at what we have here. We have an angle, we have the hypotenuse, and we have our adjacent side. So I'm going to scribble over here our functions very quickly. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. So the things we have theta, we have adjacent, and we have a hypotenuse, which means for number 4 we want to use cosine. So the cosine of 62 would be equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Now all I have to do is figure this up, and for this nothing beats a calculator. One thing you have to make sure of though is go to mode and make sure that you are in degrees as opposed to radians. Otherwise, when you use these functions, it'll mess you up pretty badly. So now I can just ask my calculator to find for me the cosine of 62, and it will happily do so. It's 0.469. So I can say 0.469 is equal to x over 9, multiply by 9, and I find that x is approximately equal to 4.225. And notice I am having to round there, but that's quite okay. Alright, number 5. We're going to look at that same information. What do we have? We have an angle, we have an opposite, and a hypotenuse. So that means we're going to use the sine of this. So the sine of 39 is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, and we don't know what the hypotenuse is. I'm going to rearrange this first, so I'd multiply by what's on bottom, multiply both sides by x, and I'd get x times the sine of 39 equals 10. I want to get this x by itself, so I'm going to divide by the sine of 39, and so I'll find x equals 10 over the sine of 39, which I can then plug directly into the calculator. 10 divided by the sine of 39, and it's going to be 15.890. Just like that. Number 6, I'm going to leave partially to the imagination, but notice again we have the angle, we have our adjacent, and our hypotenuse. So we can say cosine of 15 equals the adjacent, 23, over the hypotenuse. Rearranging this, we would find that, and this can be plugged directly into the calculator to find that x equals 23.81.